that if a goal is scored in the first period of extra time, unlike the golden goal, the game doesn't stop immediately, but it will finish if it's still a decisive goal after the first 15 minutes of extra time. Of course, in the UEFA Cup final a week ago, there was a goal in the second period of extra time. I suppose technically it was a silver goal, but in fact it, just like the old pre-golden goal rules, it was won after extra time by Porto over Celtic. Not too many signs of a goal here. That, I'm sure, will bring some criticism on the Italian game, but I still wonder if Shevchenko's goal had been allowed at the time when the game was really at its most buoyant, certainly from Milan's point of view, how the contest would have shaped up. But we're into the first extra 15 minutes at 0-0 of the last 19 finals. 6 have gone to penalties, so there have been plenty of precedents. There's plenty of incentive here, though, and there's Trezeguet blazing away for a shot that was blocked. No further substitutions were permitted after the changes that were made during the 90 minutes. So Lippi and Ancelotti have to manoeuvre tactically with the players that are out there. Periods really in the first half of regulation time where Milan were very much the better side. I'm sure Marcello Lippi, great sportsman that he is, would be the first to admit that, but from that period they've been locked together. Just occasional effort that's threatened to be decisive. Ambrosini, one of the substitutes, going in again. Shevchenko. Free kick to Juventus against Mr. Ultra competitive Gattuso. Montero. Birindelli. Here's Conte. Gattuso is there, dogging his footsteps. Good turn by Conte. Twice. Now it needs a decent pass into Trezeguet. Oh, there's a slip by Roque Jr. and Birindelli got it to the back post, but it asked the impossible of Salayeta from that angle. Roque Jr. particularly relieved after he lost his balance. Still 0-0. Forward by Del Piero. Maldini. The defending has been top class. And now it's done not just by an individual piece of work, but top-class organisational defending to trap Shevchenko offside. The back three, as it was then for Lippi, with Thuram wide and out of the equation on the right-hand side, further forward. No question, really, of wilting. Such are the levels of fitness that we're talking about. Juventus' throw. 4 minutes gone, the first period of extra time. Thuram. Zalayeta, but he can't hold the ball up. Seedorf. Rocky Jr. going ahead of it. He's a check back. Conte was waiting for him, ambushed him. And Montero, aware that Roque Jr. might just have tweaked something top of the hamstring. Sportingly returned to Montero by Shevchenko. Long from Thuram. They've got a problem here, Milan, because Rocky Jr. has certainly damaged a hamstring. Gattuso. So there has been a bit of a wilting in terms of the fitness. And oddly though, one of the substitutes getting injured, and he's struggling here, really struggling. Del Piero. Tacchinari's shot was deflected. Vida scampering wide of the goal to prevent the corner. What are they going to do? Are they going to keep him out there, but with some strapping? Looks to be the case. So for the moment, Milan are down to 10 men, and it's a problem for Carlo Ancelotti. Seedorf. Shevchenko had to check. Ambrosini filling in on the right-hand side for the stricken Roque Jr. at the moment. Shevchenko. It's been the story for attackers tonight. Started the game so impressively, Andrei Shevchenko, and it's not that his own game has fallen away too much, but the defenders got the hang of him, and when defenders of this caliber do home in on their job, it's desperately hard for front players to make match-winning contributions. In rather laborious fashion, Rocky Jr. is back with us. We're halfway through the first period of extra time. Birindelli. Ambrosini gamble that he might get there first. Certainly didn't get penalised for his initiative. So it was a little bit late. Nesta. Maybe a risk to play him anywhere back four now, Rocky Jr. He's just going to hobble on the right-hand side. Ambrosini is playing at right back. For Zalayeta, or Thuram rather. Well, they're sensing that maybe will be an evening worth waiting for. That's being matched in some of the Milan sections of the stadium as well. Thuram. Birindelli. Del Piero, and he can get in the way, Rocky Jr., just by holding that slot. Down by Del Piero, Trezeguet, but Maldini has read it impeccably. Ambrosini has to defend. Shot by Conte, who's had as many efforts goal as most of the players who've been in the match from the start. He was a second-half substitute. Came on at the beginning of the second period. Or Camoranesi. Well, if support counts for anything, these players could ask for no more from the aficionados who are trying to cheer them to that extra effort. Talked right at the beginning of the program about the fine margins here. Del Piero. On the throw cleverly. A couple of shies from that sort of range without working the goalkeeper. Well, the stamina of the players being called into question. There's no doubting the stamina of the fans. Their support is stronger than ever. With half-time in extra time approaching. Remember the home of Manchester United, where there have been periods where the United followers, adults, have been accused of being blasé. They win so often when they turn out here, and it's a noise not often heard in these parts, let's put it like that. Birindelli. Throw to Juventus. 12 minutes of 15 played. No sign of a silver goal. Thuram. Now Shevchenko starting from deep. Serginho tucking it down to Seedorf. 4 forward for Milan here, no more. And the rest putting up a defensive screen. Maybe now that will change because they've got a corner. This is where the incentive of a goal in these circumstances ought to offer fantastic ambition. They're still not crowding the penalty area. Rocky Jr., what a story it would be if he could get his head to it. Should be the goalkeepers, and in front of the crossbar by Buffon. Giving his teammates time to push out. Montero. Thuram. One of the 30-plus brigade. Oh, it bounced up, and Del Piero couldn't remove an arm. These are great scenes, and great credit to the passionate backing. Not sure how this final will be written up around the world. It hasn't been ultra cynical. There's always that word cynical comes into play when Italian teams lock horns and goals don't flow. Been two very well organised sides. Some of the world's best defensive players. Seedorf. Conte. Tacchinardi. Seedorf almost stole it from him. Cross goes Ferrara. No sign of him losing his sense of vigilance. Thuram. It is half-time. And still 0-0. Now, technically, they should turn round straight away. Players usually make it difficult for the officials to enforce that. And a certain amount of compassion, I think, is required. This sapping, not hot temperatures by Italian standards. Certainly warmish for Mancunians. But there's a lot of emotional strain and stress around these games, even for experienced men like Lilian Thuram. And Ancelotti relatively rationing his words. Mauro Tassotti, his assistant, another from the successful Milan days in this competition. Juventus winners in '85 over English opposition Liverpool. Occasion that's not happy in the memory. Heysel. And '96 on penalties when they beat Ajax. Can they get their hands on this trophy for a third time? Milan have already won it 5 times. 63, 69, and then that flurry, 89, 90, 94. We are still no nearer knowing. And we'll play the full 120 minutes now, whatever happens. Tacchinardi. Free kick to Juventus. Zambrotta. Maldini heads away. There was a bit of contact there by Nesta, who protests his innocence and was deemed innocent. This was the incident. That was cynical by Conte. Didn't do him much credit. It's a minor brush and he tried to turn it into something very major. Well, some of you might be late for work in seeing what this final brings. I think that's very, very theatrical and would have got Conte into more bother than Nesta. Raking ball forward by Dida, too high for Inzaghi, who's still leaping with great gusto. Kaladze, he looks a bit weary. Trezeguet. Here's Del Piero. Salayeta coming from the left-hand side. He's ahead of Del Piero now. He ran into trouble. Seedorf. Not much to offer on the right for Milan, with the hapless Roque Jr. Now Shevchenko in midfield has got caught in possession. Mazzini to the rescue. He was fouled. Seedorf. Off goes Kaladze. Seedorf. Will it run for Serginho? It does. Serginho for Milan. And he's fizzed it across with far too much zest. It looks as though he might be a man who can open the deadlock that we find ourselves in. Tacchinardi, Thuram. Montero. Now Birindelli. Ball, but Inzaghi back behind the ball for Milan. Zambrotta charged down by Gattuso. Tacchinardi. Even Inzaghi coming back to shoulder some of the defensive responsibility. Tacchinardi, Seedorf was one of the players that stopped Juventus then. Gattuso the other. Free kick to Milan. Tacchinardi's got cramp. Every sign that it's going to go the distance in terms of penalties as well. Somebody on the coaching staff on each bench might be having a think about who will be the penalty takers. Thuram. Seedorf, and it's offside given against Shevchenko. He's found himself back up front again. Now the referee might deem that as a bookable offence, but no, Del Piero, yes. He was very, very late. And he's referee with a lot of tolerance, Marcus Merck. Incidentally, no one's ever been sent off in the final of this competition. We're talking about nearly 50 years of it. Seedorf. Here's Kaladze. Ferrara and Montero so grudging again against Milan's attempts to unsettle them. Tacchinardi. Here's Thuram. Montero. Do have 10 fit outfield players, Juventus, unlike Milan. At least Roque Jr. can take a throw, as long as it's given Milan's way. There was some doubt about that. Now Conte has picked up a knock. Eight minutes left. Otherwise, it will be the lottery of penalties, which is a great television drama, I must say. Nerve-shredding for those who have to take the spot kicks when the stakes are so high. Thuram. Zambrotta. just the individual defenders that we've highlighted so often in this match, but the collective will to defend. Milan are all back behind the ball again. Shevchenko. Maldini to Seedorf. He needs some help and he gets it from where the ball came from. Serginho. Gattuso. Well, for all the preparation, for all the work that goes into being right physically for a long European season, there are many tired players out there now. Serginho's got into some good positions on the left-hand side. Not really delivering. All sorts of nervous gestures now from the supporters. Prayers. Thuram. It's not going forward quickly, the ball. As those at the back for Juventus know that if they do knock it long, it's going to come straight back at them. Goes long now from Ferrara. And it does come straight back via Serginho, Maldini, Seedorf, Gattuso. Inzaghi working well with Seedorf. Again, this just that choking extra player. It's Conte that time. Oh, that was Nesta being lured out of the middle, being lured into a lunge at Zalayeta. Might just have got a piece of the ball. It is, I think, a corner rather than a free kick. We're into the last 5 minutes. Juventus craving a goal here. Just as we talked about the unrelenting defending at one end, it's been the same.